Hi there, my name is Mark Onoja, your business growth partner, and you're welcome to another episode in my series on hiring. Now, today I want to share with you who you should hire. So I'm laughing because it's a pain point for a lot of small business and startup that they don't really know who to hire. And of course, I was having issues with that. I've been able to cross that order. So there are four things to look at when you want to hire anybody. All right. The first thing is called integrity. You cannot afford to hire the wrong person into your business. It's very important. So hiring is very, 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 very important because sometimes I suggest to startup and small business owners to outsource hiring. Get an HR firm. Yeah, we do that at the startup place. Get an HR firm to just help you with all of those things because you wouldn't want to make a mistake because it can make or mar your business. So who should you hire? First thing you should look at is the word called integrity. Um, you don't want to hire a skillful thief, right? Um, you need to hire somebody that has values and is ethical. So how do you find out if somebody has integrity? You ask questions, right? You ask questions during the interview time. I will share on some tips on interview. And of course, you ask people around that knows this person, right? You need to do some background check. The person must have integrity. Is the first thing you look at. In fact, is the first thing, is the most important thing you should look at when you want to hire. Person must have integrity. Secondly, for startup and small businesses, because you're going to be hiring someone that is not too skilled, because they may be outside your budget range, the person must have initiative. Well, when I mean initiative, the person must have sense, or the person should be able to think on their own. Right? Of course, you have processes in place that you would guide these people using SOP, but this person should have sense. The person should be able to act on their own. You don't have time and you don't need to be babysitting people in your business. So first, integrity. Second, the person has to have initiative sense. Thirdly, this person should think long term. So anybody you want to bring in should be able to think long term. You don't want to bring somebody in that in 3 months time the person is looking at leaving. In 6 months time the person is looking at leaving. So you need to ask questions during the interview and like, what do you see yourself in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? With that, you can get pointers to what, right, the person would do. And of course, you have to create a good working environment so that people would stay. I will talk about managing people in another series, not on this hiring part. So you have to look at people that have longevity in the mind. They want to stay for long. Then, lastly, the person should have basic skill or basic knowledge about that job role. You can't afford to hire anybody that doesn't have just anything. So that doesn't know anything or have any basic skill about what you're bringing in them in to do. That's why I usually advise graduate. I did that. I always advise graduates when you're done with school, go and do an internship. It gives you basic skill and basic knowledge about what you're doing, and people can easily hire you. So four things: integrity, very important. Number two, longevity, they want to stay. Number three, initiative, person must have sense. Number four, the person should have basic skill or basic knowledge in anything you're bringing them in to do. So these four things you should look at and consider when hiring someone, right? Next video, I will share more on hiring. Cheers.